Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kubera. We have an update on Chaincoin. Looks like it has been dropping. Oh gosh, woo. Yeah, that sucks. Aw, well, some of you guys maybe made some profits here and there. Maybe you sold, but most likely what happened is a lot of people were greedy. Looks like some people are dumping, and then after a couple people dump, then it's kind of like panic and FUD or fear, uncertainty, and doubts. They're like, oh, I need to sell so I make at least a little bit of profit. Then it drives the price even more down, and we have a nice steady downwards trend. Yep, it's approaching $1 now. And recently I checked out Max's video, High on Coins, the guy behind the Chaincoin HODL movement, and there's more dislikes on it than likes. There's 1,000 likes, but there's 1,500 dislikes. That is a lot of dislikes for a video with 14,000 views. And yeah, so we obviously got very emotional people on both sides here. And it's kind of like a little fight here that people are doing against each other. I don't understand. Really, it's just for amusement. Like, the reason I'm against Chaincoin is because I used to run pump and dumps, and some people in the comments section were like, well, just because you were greedy back then, and just because you did pumps and dumps, doesn't mean everyone else is. Yeah, but if there's thousands of people in a coin, chances are, yeah, there's actually a couple people who are like Gordon Gekko, yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. It's not like every single person in there is perfect and they're gonna hodl for life. See, in the perfect world, Max wants you to buy and never sell, because you get a Chaincoin masternode and then the prices go up to $100 and everyone's making a couple $1,000 every single month off of the masternodes, and it just stays at $100 forever. Maybe it even goes up to 1,000, who knows, and then everybody's driving Lamborghinis and nobody sells ever. But eventually, see, the whole thing about this is, even if nobody sold, in order for it to keep rising, you need to recruit more people, and eventually there's just not enough people because the growth is, so it kind of stops at that point. And then there's people out there, there are situations, once you get to a certain number of people, which already it's at that point with thousands, that's why it's crashing, that's why you see the results that you have. People are dumping. The reason they are selling, it doesn't even matter if you are promised, if you are guaranteed, it's 100%. Like, it's not actually, there's nothing against it. If it's actually going to happen, there are people who will still sell due to multiple reasons. One, it's short-term gratification. A lot of people don't want to wait long-term. They don't want to be patient. They don't care even if they're going to make 10 times more. That's just the way the world works. There will always be people like that. Some people learn their lesson, but it doesn't matter. Some people are stubborn. The second thing is, there are certain situations where others don't want to go in debt. Maybe something tragic happened in the family or at work or whatever it is. They suddenly need capital, or maybe it's a positive thing. They have a lot of opportunities present. They know they're going to make even more money with these opportunities, so they don't care. They made profit already with Chaincoin or whatever coin it is, right? And then they sell. And as soon as that happens, it's like pushing a chain of dominoes, a chain reaction. Bam, bam, bam. It's just, I'm having too much fun here with the whole chain, dude. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so this is more like the kid-friendly, advertiser-friendly version of the video. If you want to see a little bit more in depth, I guess, I will be posting a video on my main channel. This is kind of like a secondary channel, of course. And that one will have a little bit more going into it. But I just wanted to post an update here on this channel, since the first video on here was going against High on Coins. And I had to remove a lot of comments that were like, well, you don't believe in the movement, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Listen, it could go back up. And even if it does go back up, I will stick 100% to my statement, because especially then, if it goes back up to an even higher number, let's say $5 or $10, people will dump because they don't care about the master nodes. I feel bad for the people who just kind of are like, you know, sitting with tens of thousands of dollars worth of masternodes or something, and then they just it's kind of like a I don't know, I'll give you a real world situation. Here's the way I view it. It's kind of like a Jim Jones scenario here. If you don't know who that is, look up Jonestown. And the reason I say that is there's always these figures that are able to convince through charismatic speeches, and they're just able to rally a crowd, and that's amazing because they have a lot of support. And no matter what they do, even if they hurt you, they take all your money and then laugh right in front of your face. There are people out there in this world who will allow that to happen. Some people just like burning their money, and you know what? If you are into that, that is okay. That's 100% fine. But if you actually aren't, and you believe, oh yeah, I tripled my money, I quadrupled my money, I want to get to a 10 times higher figure than right now, and everything's dropping and burning, well, okay, I wouldn't sell when it's at, you know, super low, but if you still have profit, like, I get out. I told people, hey, if you tripled your money, if you quadrupled your money, just sell it, everything's gonna be fine. You made a lot of money super quick, super easy. You didn't really have to work hard for that, right? You just do a quick trade, do another quick trade out, or maybe a couple trades, and that's it. But some people, they just, greed is good, but you have to look at the scale, okay? Everything is in moderation, because too much greed and then you lose it all. So you have to spread out the greed over years. Just live a nice spiritual version of greed. So anyways, with high on coins, the price fell. I see the dislikes on the video. I see some comments that are negative. Also, with his whole channel, it just looks unprofessional. Like, for a guy running a movement that is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions supposedly, right? He even mentioned in his video, like, well, he was trying to discuss market cap, I think it was, but he used the term market supply, which what the heck is that? I mean, that's yeah, I'm really astonished that there's such strong believers in this. And then you see on all the videos hating against Chaincoin, there's a lot of dislikes, and Max removed certain videos that were just kind of encouraging certain activities, you know, maybe a little bit of negativity here. We want to keep everything positive. There's some people who are going to say, oh, you are making a hateful video because FOMO, fear of missing out, you weren't able to make a lot of money through this. I could not possibly care. I'm not poor, and also, again, I'm working on my own projects. They're doing well. They're long-term instead of a short-term firework. I'd rather make more money in the long-term than just, woo, yeah! I've been through enough fireworks in my life. That's why I don't really run a pump and dump group full-time, because eventually it just kind of fizzles out. And when I did run pump and dump groups, they're super easy to set up, and you're able to get 1000% increases rather quickly. All you need to do is ramp up the amount of followers you have in a pump and dump group, and there's people, even if they will lose, they will keep coming back every single day, because again, some people just are okay with that. I'm not one of those people. I've never invested in a pump and dump before unless it was my own, or I had pre-bought information, because that's how the wealthy people think. Max is a very brilliant individual. I applaud him. However, the only thing is his channel is a little bit unprofessional, and by that I mean at least take a tiny bit of effort to make a profile picture. Any profile picture would do. He doesn't have a profile picture, and it's just like, what? His background, no intro, no outro. I understand that my whole thing is a little bit messy as well, but you will see within the next couple of days things will change. I'm looking into, I will purchase a normal camera, I'm going out measuring suits, I got an appointment at the barber, everything's gonna look nice and dandy. It's still gonna have a level of unprofessionalism to it because that's just my style, but in the end, my channel will rise above like most of these crypto channels because they just do this style where it's just like full, nobody cares at all. Like, they don't do any thumbnails. Like, sure, they smile or like, they do these weird faces, but at least take a tiny bit of effort to learn Photoshop. Like, I don't spend that much time, but it does help a tiny bit, you know? With marketing, at least if you're trying to make money, it helps you make more money, I guess. It looks nicer. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Don't want to make too long. For the people who will hate, I don't care about Chaincoin. I can make my own movement if I really wanted to, but I'm not. For all the people who are hating, listen, I like high-end coins. As a person, I'm pretty sure he's a nice individual. And his style, even though it's unprofessional, it's amusing to me because it looks like he's filming from like a trailer or something. He's like, yeah, so invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like, oh my gosh, there's just nobody cares. Nobody cares. Seriously, he reminds me of like a Jim Jones online style character. It's amazing. Anyways, I don't hate him. I don't hate the movement. I'm just trying to point out the obvious. If you made money, sell it, because you didn't actually make money. It's on paper. Also, one more huge important thing I totally forgot about. Sorry, but that is the exchanges that Chaincoin is on. It's a little sketchy. You know, there's some withdrawal limits and problems and glitches that I've heard. I've been talking to some people who've been investing with Chaincoin, and that's really, I should have mentioned this. I do apologize. Whoops, unprofessional. So, yeah, it starts with, hey, if you can't even purchase or sell the coin properly on an exchange, maybe you shouldn't look into it. That's also one of the reasons I don't trade on Poloniex anymore. I never really liked Poloniex, but I had my reasons for trading on there, and then I removed everything. I withdrew every single dollar from there because I don't want to support something that is just laggy, it's glitchy. I know I could lose some money on that. There's a chance, so I don't want to risk it. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos, and if you are a hater, don't worry. I remove comments, I block you from the channel, and I'm 100% sure Max does the same. And everybody, well, hopefully, I don't know. Anyways, peace.